Hey everybody, it's Eric with What's in the Box, and we're doing author get to know your author. That's going to be at the Texas Horror Lit Fest. Um, this interview is going to be with Megan. How's it going?
It's going.
Well,
Thanks for having me.
you can really tell Donna usually handles everything. So that was just like me stepping out and getting just splattered by the bus in Final Destination right there. That was terrible introduction. If I had any you know, like whatever pride. I would have us redo the entry and start over, but I think we're just gonna roll with it and
You did
hopefully
great.
get better as I do more of these.
Mhm.
Um, Megan is this will be your fourth time?
I think so.
Yeah. It's hard to keep up with how many years we've been doing this
Yeah, it
because
is.
even though it's a new name, at its heart, it's still Texas AuthorCon. So
Mhm.
and it's really cool to see the people that are returning, and not only that, you come from a distance. It's not like this is a backdoor thing for you. You make a trip to come and see the people of Texas.
Oh
So
yeah,
I think that's really cool.
it's a great event.
And I think that's part of the reason why, you're such a cool icon of indie horror. I mean, I think you're one of the people that a lot of people talk to or point to as somebody that's important.
Mm.
And I think it's cool that you'll come out here and kind of, you know, rub elbows with us Texas folk and and hang out with the readers and all that good stuff. So I'm always happy when you decide to come.
Oh, thank
So what we're gonna do and what we have been doing is we start off with three kind of get to know you questions. Now, since this is your fourth time, you've probably answered one or two of these questions before, but we thought we would kind of reset some of this since it is technically a new thing with Texas Horror Lit Fest. So the first question, Freddie, Michael, Jason.
you. I'm still probably going to go with Jason. I think that's what I said last time.
Yeah, isn't it funny? I almost had to go back. Oh, normally I would have to go back because I never remember what I say, but I'm always Team Jason, so it's not hard to remember that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've only done a few so far, and everybody's stuck to their guns. Nobody's changed their mind, and I don't think anybody's going to because the only person putting anything out is Michael,
Hmm.
and most people have been disappointed with the newer stuff. So I can't imagine anybody jumping on the Michael bandwagon that isn't already there.
Yeah. I didn't hate the new ones, but it's
I loved the first one,
mhm.
the 2018 one. I thought that was an amazing movie.
Yeah.
And then the next one I thought was probably one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I didn't like the second one, and then the third one, I thought was very interesting, but it was like it was very bold the direction they decided to go with it, I guess. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it was fun.
I hated the second one so much I refused to watch the third one. So I've yet to see
No,
it. I've heard nothing but bold. So
yeah, it's just the direction they chose to go with the story is just it was a bold choice, and I didn't hate it, but the second one, I no,
so what is it about Jason that you that puts him first?
I don't know. There's something about the entire aesthetic of like, you got like your summer camp thing, just in
Mhm.
general. I've always liked that setting, like Sleepaway Camp and all of those movies. And I like the little twist they had with like the killer in the originals. And so yeah, I like Jason. I like Jason Albert. I like Freddie too because he's funny,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
that's one thing he's got going for him. I love the humor and stuff, but just as overall, I would go with Jason.
Yeah, I think the Friday the 13th franchise itself is better top to bottom.
Hmm.
Freddy's got two great movies.
Yeah.
The first one, of course, and the third one, Dream Warriors. I think those two could be top 10 movies if you sat
Hmm.
down and really, you know, I mean, there's so many good things, but those two always seem to pop into my top 10.
Yeah.
But I feel like the bad ones are so bad that it really pulls it down.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of see how four and five, while I grew up on them and I loved them at the time, they are money
Hmm.
grabs.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're all about the comedy and about the one-liners and kind of the gross out that they could get away with at the time. But
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't feel like they've taken as many chances as Jason ends up taking as the studio kept trying to make, another dollar off of him.
even the remakes, like I liked that newer Friday the 13th movie, even the one with like Jared Padalecki. I can't remember who else was in it.
Hmm.
I actually liked that movie.
Oh, I do too. I
Yeah, I
think
thought
it's
it
a
was
well
really
done
good.
movie. I do
Mhm.
think it's a little over the top with the sex, like it's for the
Oh
time
yeah,
period, it doesn't fit in
yeah,
with that aesthetic because those movies
yeah,
really weren't being made mainstream.
yeah.
But they capture the essence of Jason so
Hmm.
well. And and it kind of gives us the springboard for if they wanted to do more, they really could have done a lot. I don't understand why they didn't. So
And there's the fan films too. I don't know if you've watched those. Have we
yeah,
talked
those
about those?
I think so.
The My daughter is obsessed. Like she watches them all the time. Like
Yeah, I think they're really cool, and I think it's cool that
mm,
they're able to do it and not
yeah,
have too much pushback.
yeah.
But yeah, and I don't know. I mean, there's so many different levels to um the Friday movies that I don't
Hmm.
know if they're there with the Nightmare. I
Yeah,
know they try, they tried to give them more of a backstory and they kind of flesh out the stuff, but the stories themselves felt weaker and weaker as it continued on. I
yeah.
don't mind New Nightmare. I think that one's a fun movie. I think it's an
Hmm.
interesting take. I did not, I refused to watch the reboot, which I didn't do with Friday. And, uh, and I've heard nothing but bad things about the reboot. So
I
nothing,
wanted to like it because I really like what's his face.
yeah,
Oh
from The
my gosh.
Watchmen.
Yeah,
Jackie Lee something.
Jackie Earl Haley.
Yeah,
Jackie
there
Earl
it is.
Haley. Yeah, I love him, and so I wanted to like it. I actually watched it several times, just kind of hoping it would catch
Click.
on somewhere in me. And there were parts of it I did like, but overall, it just didn't resonate with me, unfortunately.
And I do like Freddy versus Jason, but that then
Oh,
falls
I
into
like
it.
Freddy, but yeah,
That's
yeah,
a Friday 13th movie if you really
yeah,
want to push it. So,
yeah,
um, and Michael's fine. That's the
yeah,
most I'll
yeah.
give Michael right now.
Hmm.
Next up, favorite cryptid or creature?
That's really hard. I actually just answered this question yesterday, and I said that I
Just a
like
random
any.
stranger who walked up
It,
to you. What's your favorite cryptid?
no, it was in another interview, and that was like one of the questions, and I was like, oh, this is easy, but it's not. I like
No.
anything that like shapeshifts, like your doppelgangers or wendigos or anything like that. But I'm a big fan of werewolves,
Hmm.
so that might be my favorite like creature.
Sure.
So
Yeah, I think I remember you saying werewolves when we did werewolves versus vampires and the second batch of questions a couple years ago. So yeah, I
mm-hmm.
think werewolves are pretty cool too if it's done well. And
Right,
I struggle to find it done well in books, but of
yeah,
most movies, if there's a good transformation, I'm happy.
yeah,
And so when you watch some of them, CGI kind of takes away the fun of it though, because I was always more interested in how the hell are they going to do this
yeah,
practically to make it look interesting.
yeah,
CGI, when they started doing that, you could just kind of like rip the skin away and there's a werewolf there.
yeah.
It's okay, but I just kind of take away some of the fun of the idea of the
I
werewolf
agree.
change. Um, so what's your favorite? Let's throw that out. Well, favorite werewolf then? Favorite werewolf movie?
Oh, man, that's hard too because I like so many of them for like different reasons. Like obviously, your best transformation, everybody says the same thing because it's all practical effects and
American, right?
yeah,
American
I mean,
Werewolf. Although
it,
Howling,
it,
same guy, right? Isn't it?
yeah, well, I don't know, is it?
Or is it his it might be his assistant, but
I
there's
can't I
somebody
can't
tied
remember.
together with the two.
And
So
I liked the design of um the werewolf in like Ginger Snaps.
mhm.
Um, and then I actually, did you watch Hemlock Grove, the television show?
No, I haven't watched that.
So it's the I don't like the werewolves that turn into just wolves. Like I'm not really into that, but that's what happens in this. But there's a lot more to it than that too. But like the transformation was actually really cool.
That's cool.
And yeah, and it actually surprised me um, that I liked it as much as I did. So that's one that I kind of liked too. And then we talked about this, I think, um, one year. I love the Wolf of Snow Hollow. which I don't know if that you consider a werewolf movie or not, but
Yeah, no, that is a fun movie. I agree with you. I do enjoy that
I
movie.
love that
I do
movie.
like that. Yeah, and I think the only other person that talks about it might be Judith. And everybody
It's
else, it usually goes under the radar because it's not traditional. It's not a horror movie, really. I
no,
mean,
it's the comedy is just like exactly in my lane, like
yeah,
and I
yeah.
just and I love the director.
Hmm.
He's the main actor.
Yeah, and
He's
he's amazing as the actor too.
he's actually in the third Halloween, the new Halloween movies. He's
Oh,
in
is
the
he?
third one in like an intro scene.
That's
So
cool.
very briefly. So yeah, it's a cool little cameo. But yeah,
And then we have to throw out Dog Soldiers. That's one that
Dog
people should
Soldiers.
watch if you want. If you like
Yes.
werewolves, that one's got a fun take on it. So you
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
should watch I mean, Donna would be very upset if we didn't mention it.
Yeah.
So
Dog Soldiers is a good one. There's several that are pretty decent. I didn't hate the new Wolfman. It just missed on so many things that I was like, you could have. It did so many things so well, and then it
with,
just totally missed the mark on everything else.
are you talking about the one with Anthony Hopkins, or are you talking about the other one that
No,
just came out
no,
with
just
the kid?
Wolfman.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
no,
I
yeah, I
can't
didn't
remember
even
the
watch
guy's
that
name.
one. The ad didn't look particularly interesting, and I had a feeling lately I've been disappointed with most everything that's been put out. So I didn't even.
I'm pretty like middle of the road, on like
Oh, I'm usually
everything.
very
So
forgiving, so I'm usually
yeah,
okay, but I'm
it
also
had
5 years behind everything.
it had some aspects that were just like I was like just really happy with, and then that almost made the parts that it missed on worse because I was like, man, you had this right here.
Yeah.
Um, and it also didn't do what I was hoping it was gonna do, which so just in case you watch it, I won't spoil that, but it went a different direction than
There's
I had
nothing worse than that.
led myself to believe it was gonna go. So
Unless it's done well. If it's done well, then
yeah,
you're like, oh, bravo.
yeah,
But
like a good surprise,
yeah,
is
most of the
whatever.
time
But
though, they never stick the landing. So,
yeah,
and that's usually because of the studio. Studio usually
yeah,
gets their hands in there and they screw it up. We don't get to
oh
see
yeah,
the vision of the director, and most definitely you don't see the vision of the writer.
right,
They're
yeah,
taken in
absolutely,
last, so we don't even know what the script might have been.
right.
And I think a perfect case of that would be Cursed, Wes Craven's
Mm-hmm.
Cursed. So
Yep.
um, when you watch the director's cut, it is so much better than the
Mm-hmm.
movie they put out. And then from what I understand, there's even more that's been left on the that they could have done that they had
Yeah.
to avoid because of budget or whatever that could have made
Right.
this movie really cool. But
Yeah.
if you get a chance, if you haven't seen the director's cut, you should check out Cursed because Wes Craven, you know,
Mm-hmm.
he does no wrong unless the studio gets in the way.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
which is probably why he stopped wanting to do anything with the studios
Oh yeah.
for
Yeah.
so long.
Be
And
soul
then,
crushing, I'm sure.
oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it can't be fun,
Yeah.
and him constantly having to trade horror icons, basically, like, okay, I'll do your horror movie if you let me do this other thing I want to do.
Right.
That had to have
Yeah.
been kind of a pain in the butt too, as he tried
Oh
to
yeah.
stretch his arms and do other things. So,
Right.
third question that we're kind of test running is possession versus zombie, but I also want to see if maybe we should throw in clowns. Is there
Oh.
one that's better than the other, or one you prefer? I guess is what I mean.
So if possessions are done right, I think that would probably like if you like line those up and you're like, you want to read one of these or watch one of these, I would say possession, but it's so often not done in a
Mhm.
way that I enjoy it. But when it is, I really like it. But I like clowns when they're done well, um, which that's also not super common. And I like zombies when
Right,
they're
they're
done
all good
well.
subgenres. Now the
Yeah,
zombie one kind of gets cookie cutter. There's really only two
yeah,
kinds you're gonna get. So,
yeah. That can. I'm with zombies. I'm okay with it leaning a little more into like science fiction. Like I don't mind when it goes a little more into that realm.
mhm.
Just because if you don't, like you said, there's only so many paths you can take with,
I
um,
mean, it's almost always the Walking Dead route where the people are the
yeah,
real monsters, and
right, yeah,
which is fine. I mean, I'm
yeah. I
believing
mean,
that.
it's
I'm wholeheartedly behind people are the worst. So,
no,
um,
absolutely,
Yeah, and I have a tough time too because I'm not a big fan of possession movies unless they really have to be exceptional.
Yeah.
And zombie movies to me are all a dime a dozen. So there's a couple I really
Yeah.
like, but there's, I'm not going to rush to the theater.
Yeah, you got like Overlord, like
Ooh, Overlord's really good. That's the one
and
that nobody talks
and
about.
that's one that I almost feel like it's leaning a little into that science
Oh,
fiction
for
kind
sure.
of, but I thought it was I really liked it. And I'm usually very particular about like period piece type things.
Mhm.
I don't care for it, but that one was just the setting and everything was just like it was very,
See,
very
that's
good.
usually how you can sucker me into something. Slap
The
it in a
period
different
piece stuff.
time period and stuff.
Now if it's something um like honestly, I like most of like Robert Eggers stuff. Like, and I feel like
Uh-huh.
he does period piece stuff really well. And I like stuff like The Green Knight and
Oh, Green Knight's
things,
awesome.
things like that. Like
Yeah.
I like stuff like that. But if you're like, oh, this is a movie set in World War II, I'm probably unless there's another aspect that's pulling me, and I'm not gonna like jump at the opportunity to go, to go watch
Yeah,
it
I
or
get
whatever.
that. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
So
Um, and I'm like, oh, I'd be the same. Like they said, here's a zombie movie, and I'm like, all right,
yeah.
well, another zombie movie. They're like, well, it's in World War II, and I'm like, well, I'm listening now.
yeah.
Sell that to me, or werewolves in the time of the nights, or just anything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
a
Yeah.
sucker for it, just to see how they do it. I'm really
Yeah.
interested in how they do stuff when I watch
Oh
movies.
yeah, no, no, for
So,
sure. I like unexpected combinations like that for sure.
um, and then with the clowns, I mean, really, I'm just throwing it out there to figure out a way to get Art in the conversation because really, there's only two clowns that I can think of, Art and Pennywise, that really stand heads above everyone. But I know
Right.
there are other clown movies.
Yeah.
I just don't know if anybody thinks of that genre as worthwhile. And I don't even know if we're technically calling Art a clown movie. It's more of a demon movie, I guess, or some
Yeah.
sort of, it's not
Like
possession per
supernatural
se, but it's
slasher type.
definitely supernatural, which I
Yeah.
guess you could say,
Pennywise is Pennywise is
yeah,
like cosmic
depending on,
horror. I mean, if you get down to the bolts of it, it's cosmic horror, really.
mhm.
Um so yeah, there's not there I don't think there are a lot of I can't think of a single clown book other than like Clown in the Cornfield, which just, once again doesn't I don't feel like that really counts.
Yeah, I
Um
think Stroud, doesn't he have clowns versus spiders, and
see, I don't know.
there's a
Um,
couple, but nothing that jumps out.
no, and no, I
People will
really like,
slap at a random clown. Oh, Kelvin, he has jingles.
yeah, Jingles. Yeah, okay. So
So there is
there's
some
one,
out there, but I don't
and
know if
there's the
anybody's
Eli
clamoring.
Roth clown movie. I don't know if he produced it or if he directed it. It's just called Clown.
Yeah, the one where the guy puts the outfit on and can't get it off.
Yeah, I actually like that. It felt like I've not watched it in a long time, but I remember when I first watched it for some reason I was like, this feels like a an adult like Goosebumps movie, like
That's funny. Yeah.
But I kind of enjoyed that. Um,
Well, it was weird. It's because like I'm always behind on everything, and
mhm,
for some reason, when I saw the Terrifier, just the
yeah,
picture, I was
mhm,
instantly intrigued, and I was like, oh, I'm
yeah.
curious, what's this about? And then I watched it, and I was like, holy crap! I'm glad I didn't
I've
wait for
actually
this one.
I've actually only watched the first one.
There you,
Um,
I think you don't need to watch the other ones, to be honest
well,
with you.
that's kind of how I felt about it. Because I'd had some people, I know a lot of people really liked the rest of them, but I'd had several people tell me, oh, well, kind of give me a little bit of detail. And I was like, I think I'm okay with the first one. And like, Aubrey loves the first Terrifier, like, loves it. And I don't think she could watch the other two from what I've heard.
If
So,
as shockingly extreme as Terrifier is,
mhm,
the next two, well, I don't even know. I haven't seen the third one. I've
yeah,
only seen the next one, and I was like, every kill scene, I thought, oh, this should have ended 2 minutes ago, and it just
yeah,
kept going on. And I'm like, now he's just doing the how far can I go game.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's not really entertaining. We could have shaved 25 minutes off of the second Terrifier, and I think you'd have a really good movie.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you had a decent movie, an entertaining movie, but it was a little too much.
Yeah.
But I get it. There are fans that want that. They want the whole thing. So
Yeah.
that's what he did. Now, I was interested and intrigued by the character they introduced. They introduced like I don't even know her name, but she's almost like an angel character. and
Okay.
she's kind of supposed to counterbalance, as I'm trying to make up what the story's about without seeing the third movie.
Yeah.
But I think that's what kind of this is. I think in the end we're
Okay.
going to learn that somebody created all these people to balance each other out or something.
Oh,
But I
okay.
kind of
Huh.
like the first one with the idea of there's just some batshit crazy clown guy
Oh
killing
yeah.
people, and we
Yeah.
have no reason or no understanding of what's going on, and you just don't want to cross them. I kind of liked that idea too.
See, I do like that because I feel like that's a thing that comes up more and more now. Is everybody wants like exposition for like an explanation for. You can't leave anything ambiguous. If there's
Yeah, I
not an
know.
answer for everything, everyone's upset. But I kind of like a little bit of like, kind of like the whole like when you watch The Strangers for the first time and they just, it's just because those people were home. Like there's not like a real motive or anything. I like
Yeah, I do too.
that.
I think I think people need to realize that nothing's explained in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, and I
yeah,
get that the need to want it explained and you're interested maybe, but a lot of times, like you said, they just want it explained and I
yeah,
can't, there's so many things that I interact with on a daily basis that's not explained. And you're just like, well, that
exactly.
just is what it is.
Yep.
I think it makes the story hit a little harder if you don't understand it all.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
at
and
the end,
the characters usually don't. They don't usually get all of
oh,
that
for sure.
information.
Especially when, they're getting murdered or whatever,
Exactly.
eaten by a monster, or however it works out. There's almost never an explanation. You're
Hmm.
in the wrong place, the wrong time is usually what's going on.
Yeah.
Um, and there isn't a big conspiracy to fill out all the information and stuff. So
Yeah.
I actually, I'm a fan of that. So I've always been a fan of that. And I have got a little pushback because a lot of my books are that way. I don't
Yeah.
always
Mine are too.
explain stuff, and I always get that, they're like, oh, I wish we would have known more about X. And I was like, well, that's kind
Yeah.
of the point. We don't know X.
Yeah. I always get shit for my ambiguous endings, and it's like, no, that's intentional. I'm not gonna tell you everything. Like
Yeah, it
that's
just is what it is. It's just,
yeah,
and
that's what you
sometimes
get.
I don't want a Lord of the Rings ending. We don't
Yeah.
need 47 endings that tell us every
Where everybody
person's,
goes
yeah,
and
and we
yeah.
all win the lottery and we all get suitcase, we all
Yeah.
get married and puppies and everything and everybody's happy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want that at the end of my books. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, so can you give me what's your favorite possession movie? You said one that's done right you really enjoy. So
Oh
what's one that's
man.
been done right?
Oh, geez. Let's see. I mean, obviously, The Exorcist is, I think, is well done. I think it's aged well too.
Yeah.
It's got a really really good like rewatchable factor. I know it's unpopular, but I actually liked. I think it was actually called The Possession. With like the Dybbuk box. Do you know what I'm talking about? They get it at
I
like
don't
a
I haven't
yard.
seen it, but I know what you're talking about. I mean, I know the movie.
Um, it's not. It was not very popular. I think it was mostly panned, but I actually really liked certain aspects of
Hmm.
that movie. And then I liked Sinister. I would consider that a possession movie, kind of.
Oh, if we're calling that a possession movie, then that's like a top three
I
possession movie.
feel I feel like it is a possession movie.
Yeah, in a way, because he is taking over those
Yes,
kids.
possessing the kids. But I think that Sinister is one of the scariest modern movies. Like just face
Oh,
value scariest
100%. I
movies.
agree with you. And what's
Uh,
funny? As great as Sinister is how bad Sinister 2 is.
yeah, it was not good.
I
I
mean,
was so disappointed.
it's like magnets just
Yeah.
pushing themselves apart. I was very disappointed. Now, I saw Sinister the same way I see most movies, like
Hmm.
5 years after it came out. It was
Yeah.
free on a weekend when they gave, Showtime or HBO. And I
Yeah.
sat down and said, oh, I'll watch this movie finally. And
Yeah.
so I went into it blind because it had been so long, I didn't even remember the ad
Oh
campaign.
man.
And I found it very unsettling. When
It
he
was
is
it was
starting to go up into the attic and it's just real slow and there's
yeah.
something there they had to build up. That's one of those moments where you actually start to kind of feel it.
Well, and the atmosphere and like the aesthetic and like I mean like they put like the film grain in on like when he like finds the
Hmm.
footage and stuff like that was like
Yeah, the
I love
second they do that, that's really, really well done to really ramp it up.
so it was good. And I liked uh When Evil Lurks a lot.
That one
Did
just
you
came
see
out a
it?
couple years ago, right? 2 years ago or so.
Yes,
I've heard things about it, but I have not seen it.
it's is it Argentinian? Like
I think so,
or
yeah.
uh Anyway, we watched it when we went to we were in like Spooky Empire. We watched it in the hotel just because I'd heard about it, and I like foreign horror films, and it was so good. Like when you have a chance to watch it, like there's a scene. I'm sure you've heard about the scene with the dog. It, I mean, what the first of all, what they did with like a low budget, you know what I mean? Like it was very effective,
Is
but
it
it's a
dubbed or
very
subtitled?
I think you could probably get it dubbed. I always watch subtitles.
Okay, just
But
curious.
I'm sure you could, as popular as I feel like it got, surely
Hmm.
they've subbed it by now or dubbed it by now. But I loved that. I thought it was very unique. Um, and it's one of those that like you want to watch it a couple of times because it's got a little bit of world building going on, and it doesn't offer it all to you. You just pick up little pieces, like as you're going through. So I liked that one a whole lot. That may be the best one I've seen recently. And I liked shoot, this is another one that wasn't popular. The Last Exorcism is like a found footage type.
Hmm.
I liked it a lot too. I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought it was very good.
And one that I've done a few of these now,
Hmm.
and I failed to mention it, and then nobody else mentioned it, and then I thought about it the other day, and I thought, well, that's crazy that nobody's mentioned, but Evil Dead 2 is probably
Ooh,
one of the best
yeah,
possession movies ever, and
right,
for
yeah,
some
yeah.
reason, I feel like maybe the reboots have watered it down out of everybody's memory, but for the longest time, that was like the movie for possession.
On it, honestly, even the reboot, I feel like embraced the possession thing a little bit.
Oh, I love the reboot. I love that
Yeah,
one, but some
I
people
liked it
really
too.
despise it,
No,
and
I thought it was very good. Like I think it, you know, I thought it went really well with the entire like franchise,
yeah,
and I liked it a lot.
yeah, I loved. I mean, how can you not love Bruce Campbell in that role? I mean, he's just so
Yeah.
perfect in Evil Dead
Oh
2.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
what I had said earlier when I was talking, Don and I were talking about this, I had mentioned Exorcist 3 is probably one of my favorite ones too.
Yeah. Is
Although,
that the one in the hospital? That have the scene in the hospital, or is that?
yeah, with the
Yeah.
old
Okay.
lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is if you watch you have to watch the director's cut, I think, to really get the right movie, the one they were going
hmm
for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when I think at the end the studio did the same thing where they wanted more Exorcist stuff,
Yeah.
so they slapped a bunch of nonsense at the end, and it kind of confuses, it kind of muddles it a little bit. But
Yeah.
um, I'm a big fan of the book, so
hmm
and Patrick Ewing's in the Exorcist 3, and
hmm
I was a huge Knicks fan. I loved Patrick Ewing growing up, so. Um, but yeah, so Evil Dead, and I will go see what is it? When Evil Lurks.
Uh, yes.
Yeah, then I will go check that one. I'll move that up my.
It's it is so good, so good. It's when have it where when you're watching it, you're paying attention. Like sometimes I can watch a movie and not really be like, there's just so
Dialed
much
in.
going on. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's just like, I mean, you could get through the movie without, but I just feel like there's so much that I picked up on, on like repeat watches that I was like, this is just, I was very impressed by it. I liked it a whole
All
lot.
right, very cool. Well, then I will bump it up because I trust your opinion. I mean, you and I were both on that panel at Scares talking
Mm-hmm.
about movies from 2025. So
Yeah.
you are the person I usually go to for movies
No, I think I can be a little
and
too
opinion.
forgiving, but
Well, I'm the same way. I understand that there's a lot of moving parts and stuff, and so
Mhm.
not every movie is going to be perfect, but
Yeah.
um, it isn't until more. And the last couple of years, I think I've gotten a little tougher. When I was younger, I was really forgiving. There's only
Yeah.
like one or two movies I despised. Um, but now I'm getting old and cranky, so I can start to get back into that despising role. Like, oh, this is a waste of time.
See, the only
So,
movie I hate is Forrest Gump.
oh, see, that's funny. I'm not a huge fan. Forrest Gump's fine. I mean, I get it,
No.
but I'm not a. But the ones that Lost in Space, the remake, boy, I hated
Oh.
that movie. And Wind Talkers, Nicolas Cage, World War II.
Mm.
Oh, I hated that movie too.
I see. I've not watched it. Like I said, war movies and period piece movies.
It was
It's
I will sit through anything. I want those are two that I actually wanted to stand up and leave. I was with people though, so I stayed for the
yeah,
uh, but I made sure they knew that I was ready to leave at any moment that they wanted
yeah.
to. Um I just got the little dinger thing telling me that our time is almost up. So I wanted
Oh
to give you an
no.
opportunity to tell everybody some of the things they could be expecting that you might have at the table when they come see you at Texas Horror Lit Fest, June, is it 27th through the 28th?
I think I'll have my new werewolf book by then.
Oh, very cool.
Hopefully, as long as it gets through the editing process and everything, I'll have it by then.
Are you doing that now?
No, she's not started on it yet. She's got something else she's doing, but she's gonna jump onto it. She said any day. So as long as
Well,
she gets
I'm
through it,
I'm super excited for this one because I got a sneak peek and it's really well done. And I
Thank
can't wait
you.
for people to see the cover because I think the cover is amazing too.
Yeah, that's Fabled Beast design to the that front cover is I've really liked it.
Yeah.
Um, so I'll have it. That'll probably be the only new thing like horror wise that I'll have in hand by then. And I am bringing some of like the dark romance stuff, but I won't have it like I guess probably like on display as much because I'm not as comfortable selling it, you know. Like, but it'll be there. So if you're into that kind of thing, I'll have three of those. I think
Okay.
so.
So remember to ask if she doesn't have it out on the table,
Yeah,
or you're just gonna have it there and not talk about it.
I might have it laying there, but I just don't have like my horror stuff. Like I got to pitch down. Like I could do it in my sleep, you know.
Hmm.
Um, the dark romance stuff's a little harder for me to sell, but it's all of it's always got really good reception and stuff like that. So um,
That's cool. I mean, that's new stuff that people maybe haven't seen because I've never seen you put that stuff out at any of the events, and you've been
no,
to many.
yeah, this
So
will be the first time I've ever brought it to like a show.
that's
So
cool. So there you go. That'll be something that definitely you need to look for when you come to the show. Walk around, is go to Megan's table and see what of this stuff that she's been hiding from you all these years. So, and I'm really excited. I hope you have the werewolf. I know we'll be
I'm
together at other shows later, so if you don't, I know I can grab it there. But
I'm really hoping I do.
yeah, it'd be
My
nice.
plan.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for jumping on and doing the quick interview. I'm pretty sure by now most people that come to the event know you and know of you, but just in case, I wanted to make sure that they realize that you're a must-stop table at
Thank
Texas
you.
Horror Lit Fest, and they need to be digging through your stuff. You're gonna have copies of And Nobody Knows But Me.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll have copies of it.
that was my first and favorite. And although this new one's kind of pushing it kind of to the side, but you've got so much good stuff. I mean, titles always you have, what is it, Hot Pink or Pink Neon? Pink
Pink
Neon.
neon.
That's a great one. And Blue Jay, right?
I got Blue Jay.
Yeah, that's a great one. People don't, if you haven't read Blue Jay, you definitely need to check that one out. So there's
Yeah,
so many
if you,
great things. You do such a good job of quiet to extreme. You got so many different layers. Now we know that you have some smut or dark
yeah,
romance, as you want to call it.
it's
And
pretty smutty.
so we have all that good. We have everything covered. Everything that needs to be at an event like this, you'll have on the table. So
Hmm.
um, thanks for hopping on, and
Yeah,
take it easy.
you too.